Welcome everybody to our Isagenix call. We're going to talk about the solutions we offer through our nutritional technology. And we're going to start off with Katie Ohms. Katie, I just keep seeing that you're sharing this with so many people, and you know that you've had just a really amazing body transformation, which is usually where all this starts, right? So welcome to the call, and please share with us how these products have impacted your health and your life and your body.
Sure. Well, I had 3 kids in 4 years, so I have a lot of responsibility with my job. I'm the general manager of a golf and spa resort. It's family owned and operated. My grandparents started it, so a lot of pressure to make sure that I keep things going the way they're supposed to be going, and not a lot of time to think about me. So I started with a different kind of protein shake, probably right at a year ago now, and did that religiously for 8 months. And I like to work out. It's a good stress relief for me. So I've done that the whole time. So for a year now, I get up and I work out between 5 and 6 a.m. every day, and didn't want to stop, because if I stop, I'm not going to get anywhere. So I'm drinking these other shakes and I'm working out and I'm just not getting results. I lost 5, maybe 7 pounds over the course of 8 months. But I want to get back to the body that I had before kids, and I wasn't going to stop. Something was going to have to change, be different. So Tara had been posting some things on Facebook. It kind of had piqued my interest, and finally I'm like, I'm just going to ask her. I can't keep doing the same thing because I'm not getting where I want to go with it. And so I got Tara to get me set up and started seeing results. I lost 27 pounds over the next maybe 4.5 months. And
oh my gosh. So hold on, wait, sorry, Katie, I don't want to interrupt you, but because I'm enthralled by your story. But so you were on this other shake for how long?
For 8 months.
8 months, and you lost 5 pounds. Months. And then you got on Isagenix and you lost 27 pounds in 4 months. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had that straight in my head. That's phenomenal. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I have energy. I can fit into my old clothes. I'm getting stronger with my workouts. I can actually do more push-ups. I can do 3 pull-ups. I'm very excited about that, because doing a pull-up and my muscles are they're working. There's a difference between working out and working really hard and not getting anywhere with it versus working out and working your ass off and then breaking through those plateaus. I mean, like, I used to lift 15 pounds. Now I can lift, 20, 22. It just depends on the move, but my weights are going up. My muscles people can see the muscles in my legs through my pants, and I get compliments all the time. What are you doing? What's going on? And my family, my dad wants to lose probably 80 to 100 pounds, and he's down 35 and counting, he told me today. So he's having phenomenal results, and he just started at the beginning of January. So my family's benefiting from it. We're all getting healthy. We all wanted something like this. And it's got to be, easy to be able to understand and do, for all of us to work it into our lives. Cause like everybody, we're busy. There's so much going on. I mean, my family owns 2 different businesses. So we're everywhere. And it's so convenient. And if it wasn't, it wouldn't work for us. And what's in it is the perfect balance of nutrition. And I don't have time to read labels and figure out and plan out my days. And Isagenix done that for us. And I've got 8 out of my 12, between my siblings and their spouses, 8 out of 12 of us are all on board with this and having awesome results. So it's pretty cool.
I love this. Thank you so much for sharing. And you know what? I see Donna, my dear friend, beautiful Donna, on the line right now too. And it just reminds me of her story, on another shake, not having the results. And all of a sudden I saw this person, Donna, popping up all the time. She enrolled another person. She enrolled another person. And it started with the people she loved, just like you know, families getting healthy. Katie, I love your story. You're fueled like a Lamborghini.
Yep. I love it.
I love this. Okay. Well, you know what? Now we're going to talk a little bit about why. And, you know, I personally, I love that you said you don't have time to read labels and figure that all out. And isn't it wonderful that we have this incredible scientific advisory board that does it for us? You know, it takes the guesswork out, makes it so easy. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to bring up some boring slides after Katie's magnificent story. This seems like kind of, you know, rote, but I think it is important to know what our system is, why it works when so many others do not work. And, you know, I'm excited to share more about a little bit about, you know, what makes our products so unique in the marketplace. And Katie, I want you to chime in at any time. If you have any, you know, any feedback or whatever. I just want to make sure also, can you see these slides? It says, let me know that you can see this on my screen. Solutions to transform lives. Can you see that, Katie?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Well, for about the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to rock through this and explain the solutions we offer. And as Katie mentioned, she started off, you know, she wanted to lose that baby weight, but then you know, all of a sudden she's at the gym and she's getting results and she has energy and she's sleeping better and, you know, all those great things. So the first thing I want to say is, you know, there are so many people out there that are sick and tired of being sick and tired and that have tried everything under the sun and you know, it hasn't worked. We are just here to show you a different way. And I hope by the end of this call, you're going to really realize that this is not just another one of those. This is a very unique product line in the marketplace. And, you know, our nutritional technology sets the benchmark for nutrition. And, you know, we need this, but some people don't want it, and that's okay. You know, not everybody wants to drink a shake. Not everybody wants to incorporate this lifestyle. So, you know, I want to just start out by saying thank you for being on this call and taking the time to educate yourself on something that's really transformed so many bodies. I mean, I started this business because I fell in love with the products 5 years ago, a little over 5 years ago, and there's more than 10,000 people in my organization using and loving these products because I said yes. And I told a few people who told a few people who told a few people. So I know people are looking for this. And, you know, the 10,000 people it's not to impress you on, oh, I'm something special, because I'm certainly not. It's to impress upon you that these products work. And when people get on them, they stay on them and they want to tell their friends and family. I love that 8 out of 12 people in Katie's family are on these products. Katie, get those other 4 on there. But I also want to let everybody know it's okay to say no. And even if this may not be a fit for you, you may know someone's life that, you know, it's somebody in your family or a friend that is looking for this and that we can help. So we're just here to educate you to determine whether or not you're interested in learning more. Don't be afraid to say no. You know, one of the cool things about what we offer with Isagenix, which means divine systems. Genix means systems. I never knew that. I'd heard Genix many times before, but divine systems. We have systems, particularly our core product line, which are called the 5 pillars. That, Katie, are you incorporating all 5 of those pillars in your regimen?
Yes, I am. Yes.
That's what really makes the difference. It gives us everything we need in the right amounts, and more importantly, maybe in the right combinations to build a nutritionally sound body, to be fueled like a Lamborghini. And I love that Katie said she doesn't have time to read labels. And I mean, that's a full-time job. So I love this visual. You know, what we show people, we have over 70 products. we show people how to open their own virtual wholesale account to simply upgrade their nutrition. So I love the Panera chicken kale salad because this is something that, like, my husband and I would go to Panera. It was right down the street from us. When we lived in St. Louis, we now live in Colorado. But we would go there many times and say, okay, great. We need something, relatively inexpensive. Not that $9 is that inexpensive, but relatively inexpensive. We're looking for healthy, and we're looking for quick. We don't want to sit down and take an hour and a half to have lunch. So we'd order something like the Panera chicken kale Caesar salad, and $11 or $12 later, that and a drink, we'd walk out of there wondering, really, was that so good for us? And here's what's so amazing is we're going to talk about the benefits of our shake, which is there's millions of shakes out there, or at least thousands, tens of thousands. And our shake it's a macronutrient meal replacement. It's the best meal you could possibly put in your body for 240 calories. So look at the 670 calories versus the 240 calories. It's almost 3 times the price. It's 3 times the price, more than 3 times the price. Almost 3 times the calories, 6 times the fat. Seriously? 6 times. Oh my God, a kale salad? Really? 34 grams of fat. I mean, that's shocking. So, they do a lot of things to make things taste good. and then look at the protein. It has, a little 2 grams of protein, but 3 times the calories. So, not to mention the quality of protein that we use is phenomenal. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So 5 years ago, when I got on these products, I realized, wow, at first I'm like, I'm always looking for the best nutrition for myself and my family, but, I don't want to add another expense. And, this sounds the Lamborghini of nutrition. Oh my God, that's going to be really expensive. Well, guess what? We are saving money while upgrading our nutrition. And I love this slide, you guys, because I raised 2 hockey players, 3 including my husband. It was interesting. They had a hockey practice or a hockey game every single day. And every single day I saw on my charge card, $2.82. That's the $2.41 for the Gatorade or Powerade plus tax. And I just remember seeing that times 2 or 3, of my kids. And, now once we got on Isagenix, they not only preferred the taste and the way they felt on the amped hydrate, but look at the difference in cost. 47 cents were rather than $2.41. And then look at the bottom 2 blue bars. Look at the difference in ingredients. Look at the difference in ingredients. So this is what we're talking about, is upgrading your nutrition with your own virtual grocery store. Another great one, my daughter's a tennis player. I would throw a Cliff Bar in in my car, I would have Cliff Bars or something to that nature in my car. I'd pick her up from school and give her and her friends I was driving a Cliff Bar. Well, then we switched to the Isagenix bars. The calories, 240 or 10. The fat is the same, but look at the carbs. Not to mention the quality of ingredients. Look at 3 times the sugar. And ours, the Cliff Bar has 3 times the sugar of our Isoline bar. And our protein, which is the best protein on earth, we have almost twice as much protein in our bar as the Cliff Bar. So it's just a better choice. It's so simple, right, Katie? So simple. We have all kinds of support. Again, I just want to mention, we show you how to open your own virtual wholesale online account. You get the products for the same price we get them for. This is simply, people say, ask me well, how do you sell this? How do you market it? You know what? It's just an elegant referral program. That's what our compensation plan is. You use it, you love it, you share it. And most of the time it happens pretty organically. So we have 70 or more products. We have nutrition for the skin. I love our skincare. We have joint and pain relief. I'll tell you, I take all of these, and it's crazy, but I love every single product in our product line. I would say the only thing I don't take is the men's vitamins because with our vitamins are gender specific. But as you can see, you know, you have lots of choices. So I want to ask you all, what's your highest priority? You know, what solutions in your life are you looking to achieve? Are you looking for a simple, easy, convenient solution to weight loss and management? Are you looking for a solution to increase energy? You know, people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Katie mentioned that, you know, it was a struggle to go to the gym, and now she's excited to go, and she's seeing, you know, those muscles pop out. Are you looking to increase athletic performance, age healthfully? And guys, I love how my husband always says, it starts today, not 10 or 20 years from now. Aging healthy is cumulative. It starts today. Do you want to be out there with your grandchildren playing and skiing and kicking a soccer ball with them? I do. Do you? Are you looking for an extra stream of income? You know, if you love these products, which most, you know, 99% of people do. I've yet, in the 5+ years I've been in this, found a 10 out of 10 in all 5 of these. And what's so wonderful is we provide solutions with that in Isagenix for all 5 of these solutions. This is one of my favorite slides, and this is why, because when I was first introduced to this, my first thought was, I believe in real food. Well, you guys, let me tell you something right now. The products I'm going to be introducing you to today are about as real as you can get. People will like ask me for a list of ingredients and do all this research while they're on their way to Applebee's for dinner. And they don't look at the ingredients and you know, of the menu there. We are just food. And here is what's so compelling. Food will never be enough again. Write it down. Remember it. If you take anything out of this, you know, 30 minutes that you're spending here on a Sunday afternoon, food will never be enough. And this shows you, in 1953, they did a study, and they showed that 1 bowl of spinach supplied all the iron and nutrients needed in a day. In 1997, they did the same study on the same plot of land. This time they found that 43 bowls of spinach was needed to give your body that same amount of iron and nutrients. And this is not just spinach, this is everything. Why are soils depleted? The 70 trace minerals our body requires and is supposed to have. The 70 trace minerals, guys, we're getting 12 to 13 at most if we're eating organic and really paying attention to eating right. Trace minerals, if you don't know what minerals are the agents that take what we eat and deliver them to the cell so that they convert them to energy. That's why Katie is going and crushing it at the gym, because now she has those minerals that convert the food and nutrition that she consumes to the cellular level and into energy. It's as simple as that. Again, what is Isagenix Divine Systems? We provide a comprehensive synergistic system to build a nutritionally sound body. I challenge all of you to get these 5 pillars that I'm about to introduce you to into your body for 3 months. We have 100 trillion cells that are toxic and deficient. In 3 months, your body and cells will completely rejuvenate. You'll have a whole new body built of brand new, amazing, strong, healthy cells, and suck the water out of us, and we're mainly protein. So make sure that you put our protein in your body because it's the best in the marketplace. Again, you know, our nutritional technology, the picture on the right, you're going to see some of our over 35 full-time scientists, nutritional biochemists, a toxicologist from NASA, the intellectual capital we have at, you know, that are, you know, at our home office, ensuring that we're keeping at the cutting edge of all the latest science and research, and we're improving upon our products on a daily basis The intellectual capital of all of these minds put together is unsurpassed. Raw ingredients. Ingredients are important to me. You'll see a lot of different nutritional lines out there that are actually low-calorie junk food. They're low-calorie junk food. You might lose weight, but you're also losing your health. You're also losing muscle. So we go to the extra mile. We go to the ends of the earth to test our products for purity, safety, efficacy, and make sure that we're delivering a product to the end consumer that is, absolutely pure, and our raw ingredient is as good and as potent as you can get. We spend over $2 million annually on the testing of raw ingredients. And this is through third-party testing. This is not in-house testing. You'll also find a lot of nutritional companies that spout off a lot of so-called facts, and then you find out that all their studies are done in-house. So again, we have these solutions for weight loss, energy, performance, healthy aging, but it's not just me. It's not just Katie. It's not just the over 10,000 people in my organization going, yeehaw, woohoo, these products work. We are rooted in rock solid science and black and white clinical studies that are irrefutable. This particular study, I can't wait to share this with you, won the Boston Medical Conference Study of the Year for Nutrition. This is so compelling. We benchmarked our product line against the Heart Healthy Diet. For those of you who don't know or aren't familiar with the Heart Healthy Diet, it's basically the medical gold standard diet. It's what you would be given by your internist or a nutritionist or your cardiologist if you went and said, I want to get as nutritionally sound as possible. They would give you the Heart Healthy Diet or something very, very close to that. Well, here's the results of this study. 56% more weight loss with Isagenix. 56%. 47% more fat loss, and 2.3 more visceral fat loss as measured by MRI scans. And guys, I love this because it kind of cracks me up. Remember, we benchmarked against the Heart Healthy Diet. Cardiovascular risk factors were reduced significantly in those using the Isagenix products. So it's really exciting that we can have rock solid science behind us and just kind of hand somebody the papers. They're published in several prestigious medical journals now. So no matter what you're looking to achieve, whether it's weight loss, whether it's weight gain, energy, performance, improved sleep, all of these solutions and building a nutritionally sound, potent body is rooted in these 5 pillars of health, which I'm going to go over quickly with you. Our first pillar is called Cleanse for Life. It's interesting, guys. We clean out our filters, right? We get our oil changed. What about cleaning our bodies on the inside? This is like taking a shower on the inside. This is not a colon cleanse or a diuretic. I want to make that very, very clear. There's a lot of cleanses, so-called cleanses, which I would refer to more as diuretics, that are simply colon cleanses. This is a cellular cleanse. If you want a colon cleanse, go get a colonoscopy or the stomach flu. This basically cleanses the body, makes those toxins and impurities in the body water soluble. It takes them from fat to water soluble and assists the body in releasing them and supporting the filtering organs, our liver and kidneys, releasing the toxins and getting them out of your body to make room and to make your cells like a sponge to absorb the rest of the nutrients in the 4 following pillars. Our Isolene shake. Okay, again, thousands of shakes out there. I had the pleasure of spending quite a bit of time with Dr. Michael Colgan. If you're not familiar with Dr. Michael Colgan, he's on our scientific advisory board. He's trained over 12,000 athletes, including Olympians, including Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he was telling me about how most shakes out there, like a shake that you would go get at GNC, he basically called them cake powder. Unfortunately, this industry, the industry of supplements and meal replacements, that kind of thing, is not overseen, okay, by the FDA. So we have to take matters into our own hands and choose. Remember what I said, supplementation is not a question of should we, it's which one, because food will never be enough again. So we have to choose the right one. And, I'm here to tell you Isagenix is that one. Our shake is a macronutrient full meal replacement. It's clinically shown to aid weight loss while supporting lean muscle growth. We've got energy fueling carbs and good fats. Anybody who tells you to go on a no carb or low carb diet, do not listen to them. We need fats, we need carbs. This is about gaining health, okay? Not just losing weight. This is not a quick fix, it's a lifestyle. And I'll tell you, our shakes are so delicious. I crave them every single day. Our third pillar, Ionic Supreme, I like to call it rocket fuel. If you haven't heard of adaptogens, they've been used for thousands of years in Chinese medicine. And Dr. Michael Kogan, I'm going to mention him again. He's just incredible. This nutritional biochemist, this personal trainer for the Australian Olympic team. He used to concoct something that was basically kind of like the Ionic Supreme that would cost his athletes about $250 a month. Ours is $32. When he saw Ionic Supreme, he looked at it and he said, "This is clever. Wow." And the Ionic Supreme could be $1 billion. This could be one product that could support $1 billion company. This product alone. It helps improve mental clarity so you can stay sharp. I drink it as a warm tea before bedtime to help me sleep. So this is just amazing. And the other thing that it does for those looking to lose fat, which we all are, is it inhibits the production of cortisol, which is our stress hormone, which leads to belly fat. Last but not least, guys, our fourth and fifth pillar. So pillar 1, we cleanse the body. Pillar 2, we replenish the body with, the macronutrient shake. Pillar 3, we address stress. Stress is a precursor to igniting disease. We address stress and keep our body balanced with the Ionic Supreme. And pillar 4 and 5 has to do with anti-aging and also filling in all those nutritional gaps. So our complete essentials come in these simple, easy AM and PM convenient packets. Remember, Katie said, I need easy. I've got 3 kids. I have a full-time job. She needs easy. She needs simple and convenient. You're not going to have to open 10 bottles. This provides everything you need in the right amounts and in the right combinations to build that nutritionally sound body and fuel you like a Lamborghini. Guys, this is what you would have to eat. Cracks me up. I mean, who could ever eat this much? Not only would it be cost prohibitive, but there's no way you'd have enough time in a day. So you would have to eat about $550 worth of food and wine to get the resveratrol. Look at all that red wine. To get the nutritional, to get the nutrients that we're given from 1 day's worth of our AM and PM power packets. So guys, last but not least is our product B, Isagenesis. And this you can purchase separately, but we purchase it within our AM and PM packet. So we just take one in the morning, an AM packet with our shake, and then I like to take my PM packet kind of before dinner. These, by the way, I do want to mention that our AM and PM packets, our complete essentials, are gender specific. And also They are time release, they're pharmaceutical grade, they're everything that's right in the world. But telomeres, you probably haven't heard of them, but you will. Telomeres are found at the end of our chromosomes, and they're biomarkers for the aging process. And I'm going to make this very simple. As we age and due to certain genetic and nutritional factors and environmental, our telomeres shorten. And they're, again, biomarkers for our age. So you'll see somebody who's 50 and they look 30, and their telomeres are probably much longer than a normal 50-year-old. You'll also see some 50-year-olds that look like they're 70. Their telomeres are way shorter. So product B isogenesis, which we can purchase separately or in these convenient AM and PM packets, addresses telomere shortening and inhibits the shortening of telomeres, thus prolonging. So this is really, really amazing, and could be, it's revolutionary science. This Dr. Billy Andrews was on the Nobel Prize-winning research team. He's one of the formulators of this amazing anti-aging formula. Okay, so again, we're a redirect of your grocery budget. I want to make sure that everybody is this is a redirect. Studies and statistics show that if you're eating healthy, and some of us aren't, but to me, fueling your body with the right nutrients is the best investment you'll ever make. It'll give you the energy and wherewithal to make a good living, if you're healthy. So they go hand in hand, health and wealth. How much do you spend on food? Again, statistics show if you're eating really well and organic, the average person spends about $30 per day, okay, on food. This is a redirect of your grocery budget. Almost everyone can tell me what they pay for their mortgage, those fixed monthly expenses, maybe their homeowner's insurance, their car loan. But with food, it's not that way. We spend a little here, we spend a little there. We buy a $5 gourmet coffee, which I'm drinking right now, which was actually $7 in Aspen, and it all adds up. And, our shake, by the way, is a little over $3 for the most nutritionally potent 240 calories you could possibly put in your body. Unbelievable. All the scientists and biochemists on our scientific advisory board say that most people don't get the nutritional potency in 2,000 calories worth of fork and knife food as they get from one shake. So not only are we the best nutrition per dollar, but I feel we're also the best value, for the dollar. So think about what you spend on food. This is when I said, after I felt like I was lit up like a Christmas tree, I always thought I felt good, but I got these products in my body and didn't know how good I could feel. This is when I said, oh yeah, I can share this with my friends and family, because I knew that's where I would start. And not only can I feel compelled to, just like Katie does. That's why she has 8 people already. She just started this, that she's sharing with her family. Isagenix offers a 30-day product guarantee for all new associates on their first order, so that you're going to enjoy the benefits of Isagenix worry-free. In other words, get your health back or get your money back. I mean, how can you pass that up, right? If you're wondering, yeah, but how do I use it? What do I do? Will I have some support? Guess what? You're not going to have to go to meetings like, Weight Watchers or anything like that, but we have online support, the best in the industry. You are not going to believe the support tools that you're going to be introduced to once and if you open your wholesale account. We're going to do a 20-minute orientation call with you to welcome you to our group. We're going to provide you with industry-leading online tools, videos to show you exactly how to do your program and maximize your product success. We're going to give you healthy recipes. We're going to show you how you can enroll with the IsaBody Challenge or Healthy Mind and Body program, which is a professional mindset coaching that is basically better than free. It's $39. When you complete it, you get a $45 coupon for more products from Isagenix. They want you to exceed. So, guys, you know, are you ready to invest in your health? Are you ready to give this a try? I basically, after 5 years, have, you know, we have many different price points that you can start at, but I've learned to set people up for success. And I've learned that people get on these products and set up, you know, on a system that's maybe less than these, and then they end up spending more money during the month to get the products they need to support and maximize their product success. So these are the two systems that I highly, highly recommend. One is the value pack. It comes to about $20 per day, but it includes about 80 meals. I know we're not used to purchasing 80 meals at the beginning of the month. Nothing goes to waste. You're not going to have to throw away anything. So 80 nutritionally potent meals. Of course, this will not be a monthly expense. This is just to really get you started. You're going to get a free wholesale account. And today, guys, use school for free enrollment. So even though these two packs come with free enrollment anyway, you're going to get an additional $29 off when you enroll today. Okay? So the Value President's Pack comes with every single pillar we talked about, everything we talked about, a free blender to blend the perfect shake, and all these support resources and ancillary products to ensure that you're going to have a beautiful product experience. It retails for $742. It wholesales for $559. We sign everybody up for a wholesale account. Get started today. The second is our Premium Pacesetters Pack. That includes everything that we talked about other than Pillar 4 and 5, our complete essentials with the anti-aging telomere support capsule. That comes to about $15 a day. And again, guys, as we close up as we wrap up here, get with the person that invited you to this call. If you enroll by the end of today, you will get $29 taken off. This is only good for today. $29 taken off these two packages, or a free enrollment for the other systems. You know, we have other less costly ones, but you guys invest in your health and go with these. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time on a Saturday afternoon to join us. And Katie, I want to thank you very, very much for participating and sharing your beautiful story. All right, guys, have a great day. Oh my God. I think something went wrong. Oh my God.
Heidi? Heidi.
Oh,
What happened?
hi.
Saying, oh,
Oh my gosh, stop sharing. I didn't know did you got,
why are you saying, oh my God?
did that work out okay?
Yes,
That's
it was wonderful.
Yay, Heidi! It was good.